The man had just returned home. The woman stared at him, her vertical eye on her forehead wide open. She immediately noticed a strand of white hair on his shoulder. The man acted like he had no idea what she was talking about. The woman looked him over again. Soon she spotted a strange mark on his collar. She took off her coat and kept examining him. Then she even pulled a shiny gold flake out of his mouth. Now she was completely furious. She lost control and started yelling. The man looked miserable in the chaos. He pushed her away, went into the bedroom, and quickly began stuffing his clothes into a travel bag. Even though he was upset, he still leaned in for a goodbye kiss. The woman watched him walk away, her heart aching. Just then she noticed the coat he had dropped. She picked it up, hugged it tightly, and broke down crying. Suddenly, the vertical eye opened again. It scanned the coat back and forth, finally locking onto the pocket. The woman reached in and pulled out a phone. On the screen was a photo of the two of them together. Tears kept streaming down her face. Then she pulled out a flower. It looked exactly like the one on her head. Touched by this feeling of love, the vertical eye finally closed. Early the next morning, the woman went to return the coat. When she opened the door, she was stunned. The secretary was helping treat the man's wounds. The vertical eye on her forehead opened again. After scanning for a moment, she noticed the gold flakes. They matched the ones on the secretary. Then she discovered another detail. The secretary's hair was white too. At that moment, the woman's anger exploded. The man saw her and tried to stand up to greet her, but she slammed the door and walked away. The secretary tried to force the man back into his chair, but he pushed her aside and stared toward the corner. The woman sat alone at home, lost in thought. Suddenly, her phone received a message. She picked it up and opened her vertical eye. It was a video the man had recorded. She watched carefully. The video showed the secretary sneaking around, leaving strange marks on his clothes, placing a strand of white hair on his collar on purpose, and even dropping a gold flake into his coffee cup. After seeing this, everything became clear. The man sat alone under a tree, looking miserable. The woman came to him, holding that flower. When he saw it, all the bitterness in his heart disappeared instantly. The two of them finally made up and returned to how things used to be, and the vertical eye on the woman's forehead disappeared as well, because in the end, trust is the most important thing.